What's up, guys? My name's Byron. I'm starting a new YouTube channel on sports. It's pro basketball, pro football, college basketball, college football, and other sports. I want to jump right into it. This will be the first show. We're going to jump right into it. We'll talk about the Odell Beckham Jr. trade. This trade was ridiculous. I didn't see it coming. I know a lot of Giants fans are hurting right now, but the Browns won this trade. I think this was a great move for the Browns going into next year as they trended upward this year, and they want to continue to trend upward, but they won this trade. And I'm not going to say that they're going to be a Super Bowl contending champ like Max Kellerman on First Take, not at all. They have the pieces to make the playoffs, but I'm not going to say they're going to make the playoffs either. But I think this could be a good team. You got Jarvis Landry already there, who's a great receiver, 1,000-yard receiver. 4 touchdowns last year. He averages 12 yards per catch. He had 81 receptions, so that's one of his lowest since he's been in the league. But still, you had a trending Antonio Callaway. He was doing well. He had one more TD than Jarvis Landry and 5 this year, and he was targeted a lot. And you also got a trending upward Nick Chubbs, who was great towards the end of the season after they traded Carlos Hyde. And you also had a Baker Mayfield and a rookie who's just a flat-out winner. Baker just loves to win. He's a good quarterback. Brings those guys together. Him and Odell will mesh together. And Jarvis and Odell also played at college together at LSU. And those two are like brothers. They love each other, and they feel like this will be a great team for them. So this team has a lot of potential, and that's why I say the Browns won this trade. I mean, New York got Jabril Peppers. I mean, their defense wasn't horrible, but their offense was really what they needed to work on. They needed to bring somebody else in for Saquon to help Saquon out, but they let go of the next best guy that they had, which was OBJ, and Eli's not getting any better at all. That offensive line is still bad. So right now, all they have is Saquon Barkley. And Jabril Peppers, he hasn't really made a name for himself in the NFL. Yeah, he was great at Michigan, but hadn't done too much here at Cleveland. Those 2 years he's been at Cleveland, and those future draft picks. So hopefully New York gets it going and gets these draft picks and gets it out. But in the draft today, the Browns won that trade. Now I want to shift over to the Antonio Brown trade. Now both teams, I feel like, gained a lot from this trade. Antonio Brown got traded to the Las Vegas Raiders, and I feel like going into Las Vegas next year for the Raiders, this is a good move for them because they are getting a superstar. They lost Khalil Mack, they let him go, they traded him, and then in getting Antonio Brown, gaining a superstar who they can put the city can put their shoulders on and be like, okay, this is our guy. He's gonna take us all the way. They still got Derek Carr. Derek Carr had a subliminal year last year. Wasn't a great year for him in numbers. Since he broke his leg, he hasn't been the same when they made the playoffs. But they also have Jordy Nelson on the other side. And I feel like Jordy Nelson, you get back to old Green Bay Jordy Nelson when Antonio Brown comes in there and shows his work ethic, and Jordy Nelson to get back to his old form. Now, Pittsburgh, the reason why they won this, they didn't win, but they gained something out of this trade is because Antonio Brown and Pittsburgh, Ben Roethlisberger, Mike Tomlin, they were not meshing at all. Their conflicts were getting out of the locker room and getting into the media, and I feel like when that happens, this time to part ways. There's no way you can go on with that and win a championship if your conflicts are getting out into the media and everybody's getting it. They got a young guy in Juju Smith-Schuster. He's a great wide receiver. James Conner is good, and they lost Le'Veon Bell and they lost AB, but they also have James Conner and Juju Smith-Schuster, and they still have Big Ben, and Big Ben's a winner. So I want to say both teams got a good little reward out of these trades. So that's all I got for you guys today. Next show, we'll be talking about the NBA playoffs. That's coming up. The NFL draft's coming up. We'll be talking about all that stuff. So if you like what you see, subscribe, tell people about me, and we'll keep this thing rolling. Have a good day.